Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to tell about EC2 Instance. Amazon EC2 provides scalable computing capacity in Amazon Web Services Cloud. Amazon EC2 enables you to scale up or down to handle changes in a requirement or spikes in popularity, reducing your needs to forecast the traffic. The features of Amazon EC2: the virtual computing environments known as instance, and pre-configured template for your instance known as Amazon Machine Images, or we can say AMI. That is a package of OS and additional software for your servers, and various configuration of CPU's memory, storage, networking capacity of your instance known as instance type. We will see all these things when we create the EC2 instance in the AWS. So, and for the storage volume, you will get elastic block store, that is EBS, and multiple location for your instance, such as for the EBS known as region and availability zone. A firewall that enables you to specify the protocols, ports, and source IP ranges that can reach your instance using security group, and the most secure login information for your instance using key pair. AWS store the public key and you store the private key in a secure place. You will get a IPv4 address for dynamic cloud computing known as elastic IP address, meta tag known as tag that you can create and assign your Amazon EC2 resources, and virtual network can create a logically isolated from the rest of AWS cloud that you provide optionally to connect your own network known as VPC, virtual private clouds. So let's get started with the EC2 instance. I have already logged in the AWS console, and you will get this page when you logged in. So I'm going to the compute option. You will get EC2. Click on that. As like I have no instance, so in the dashboard you will able to see that zero instance is running. So you will check it from the here also. So like there is a reason I have chosen the North Virginia. So I'm just going to launch the one instance and demonstrate you. Click on launch. As I have already told about the AMI's pre-configured templates, that is that AMI you can choose your server according to your needs. Like you need Linux one, you can select the Linux. If you want to Windows, then you have to select Windows. And mm, be careful if you are using free tier, so select only the free tier AMI. Like this is not a free tier, this one is a free tier, you can select this one. Okay, let's suppose I'm just going for the Linux one. I have selected this one. And one more thing, There is lots of AMIs already in the AWS market. You can directly download it from after searching from here, or if you want to filter it, you can select the community AMIs, and if you want Ubuntu, then select Ubuntu and architecture. You can select it from here, and you will get the result, and you will select from here also. So I'm not going from here. So in the quick start, I'm just selecting the free tier one. So select one, and after choosing MI, the second option is to choose instance type. There are many types of instances. You can see, I will share that link on the descriptions. There is many types of instances like general purpose, compute optimize, memory optimize, acceleration computing, storage optimize. If you using web servers and all, for the general purpose, you can select the general purpose. If you want memory optimize, like you want more memory, and you want that type of server which you consume the more memory, you can select from the memory optimize. As like storage optimize, you will get optimized storage in that instances. So I'm just selecting the general purpose. As you can see that uh, in the general one, there is a T2. So T2, we will get the T2 micro. So I have selected this one, general purpose free tier. You can directly review and launch from here, but I'm just showing everything in that the servers, what the configuration is coming in an advanced level. Like if you want to launch 2 or 3 server uh, in an initial stage, you can add it from here. It will launch, like suppose if I select 3, it will launch 3 instances. There is spot instances, you can select from here. In the spot instances, you will have to like say you have to bid, and you will get that server for the running. If your instance is not too much critical, if your server goes down, it don't get harm to your instances, then you can select spot instances and price according to your bid. And if you pass that bid, then you will get that server is running. And in the network part, there is a VPC. By default, Amazon provide you one VPC. You can create it from uh, uh, here, or you can go to the services and select the VPC part, and you can create it from here. In the next topic, I will show you how to create a VPC for your instances for segregating your network from default one. So let's go for the first EC2. So I'm just going to launch that one in the default one. As a subnet, you will have option to choose A to F. So the availability zone you will get from here. how many availability zone in the North Virginia. If you have to see that, uh, just you have to go to the dashboard. Let's suppose AWS, like say I have selected the North Virginia, then I will click on the EC2 one, and here in the service health you will get the availability zone status and availability zones. Okay, let's go and again select this one, T2 micro, one default. Let's suppose I just want to launch into the EC2 one, East 1A. So in the auto assign IP it already enabled. You can choose enable or disable to auto assign the public IP to your instances. And I'm not going to add that placement group in there, just leave it as default, and not going to select any IAM rule, or I'm not going to create any IAM rule for our instances. Shutdown behavior, that is stop. If you will change to terminate when your server get stopped, then uh, your instance get terminated. So I will keep the stop. The behavior, enable the termination protection. You can enable it. By default it is not enabled, but when you enable it, then if you going to terminate your instance, it will get, you will get a pop-up uh, that protection against accidental termination is on. So you can you have to change from the action menu, or you can stop your instances over there. For the enable detail monitoring, you can enable from here, and you will see all that monitoring charges, monitoring, and it will charges additionally. So I'm not going to enable that one. Tenancy, like you are running for the dedicated or the shared one. If you select the dedicated one, you will get the dedicated server for your instance, but I am just going to select the shared hardware instances. T2 unlimited, if you will enable uh, that feature, uh, in that you will get option. If your CPU utilization goes high, and you require more CPU, it will additionally add that time and enables you to use the credit CPU, and that charges will get added on your billing, and you will have to pay according to that. And you can add additional in network interface from here. In the advanced details, if you have any user data and you want to put any data, that is optional here. Let's go to the next one, to add storage. In the add storage, in the EC2 free tier, you will get up to 30 GB. You can change it to the 30 GB. If you want to add new volumes, you can also add the new volumes here. Add, click on the add tags, In the add tags, you can add the tags for your server to know for for what purpose I have created that server. Or like say if I will select the name and value, test server, then in the name column you will get the test server in the instance, and in the volume you will get that same name. If you don't want that volume that name in the volume, you can uncheck it from here, but just I want that one, so I'm just selecting that one. Going to the configuration, the security group. So I have not created any security group in that portal, so going to create the new one. Let's suppose city no, let's get security group. As you can see, only SSH is enabled in that. You can add more rules here, like if you want 80 port, so I will select the HTTP and allow it from here. And you can also select from, if you want to access only you can select the my IP and you will get that one. So in the custom, if client have any public IP, any uh, has given for the whitelist, you can directly add this one, and for remember purpose you can give the name. Let's suppose I'm selecting my IP, I can give the name for that. Okay, and click on the review. Now it will show all that details which you have filled in the previous menus, like you have chosen the free tier, so it is showing the free tier AMI you have chosen and the AMI name also, and instance type T2 micro. You will get 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM, EBS only, and you have enabled the two mm, two ports in the security group, that is showing the SSH and HTTP, and instance details which you have chosen the VPC and subnets. In the storage I have selected the 30 GB, so it is showing the 30 GB, and the last one is the tag, the test, as we have selected the test server, the name. Click on the launch. If you have existing you can select it that, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to create the new one. Select from here and CT, and hit the download key pair. You will get that your PIM file, and click on launch instance. It will take up to 2 to 3 minutes for launching that instance. You can view it from here. And remember that always keep save places for your PEM file, because if you will lost that file, then you will not able to log in into your server. Then keep it from safe places. As you can see that the instance is in the pending and now it is in the running mode, and health is status is initializing. You will get 2/2 over there, and here is the public IP, that is the temporary public IP. If you will shut down the server and restart it again, you will get the different IP. For the static one, you can add it from the elastic IP. Here you will get that. So for the one server, you can assign one IP for the free use. And keep in mind, if you shut down the server and the elastic IP is attached with that, you will get charged for that. So don't do that. If you are shutting down your instance, then delete your elastic IP also for avoiding the charges. So let's suppose got that one. Let's create a new pen, paste it here. No, so open your terminal, or you can use the putty for the same. It is still initializing. Let's come to our server, desktop, PEM. You can able to see the city for your server.pem file, which is associated with the test server. And if you want to take the example for connecting, click on that connect button. You will get the instruction of that. Let's suppose first I have to change the so I'm just going to copy that one and just hit it enter. It is asking for the connecting, so I will just click yes, and here we go. We are able to log into the EC2 instance. As you can see that the health also 2 of 2. So I have not created any alarm, so it is showing the none. You will get all this information over the dashboard. In the monitoring, you will able to see the CPU utilization and all, and you can see it from the CloudWatch also. As we have given the tag, you will able to see the test server name, and for the volume one, I will show you the volume on the root device. Just select that volume, you will get the name of the test server. Okay, as I have told all these things in that, in the AMI you will get the machine images. Because I have not created anyone, you will able to create the AMI. Let's suppose if you have installed all these things server and you want the same copy of that server, then uh, just you have to do it that just select that one, and in that, when you will go to the images, you will get option the create images. Select that server and give it the AMI name like test server AMI, and click on the create one. In the AMI, one more thing, when you are going to create, if that is the production one, make sure that if you are selecting that, check that no reboot option. I have not selected that because I have not installed any application and it is running not running in the production one. So best option is that you will take a downtime, or if you do not want to take downtime, you can select that option, and you can create the images for the same. But recommendation is that you have to take a downtime for that, for better AMI. And you can see that AMI is in the process, which is not showing right now, but it will show that. In the private images, you are able to see the AMI is still in the pending option. Okay, you also give the name from here also. As I have seen already shown with the volumes, and if you have to take a snapshot of that instance, you can select it from the instance. In the action option, not in the action option, sorry, you will have to go to the root volume, right click on the action, you will get option the create the snapshot, give the description and tag and create the snapshot. So right now it's AMI is under the process, so I'm not going to create the snapshots. In future you have to add any security group, enable your port in the security group. You can select it from here, and in the inbound role you can add that port. Let's suppose you have to add HTTPS, so you will select from here. and that is option HTTPS. If you want a custom one, you can choose the custom also from here, or you will select the custom and TCP or UDP, port range and all. Okay, as I've already told, if you want elastic IP, you will allocate from here, and in the action you will get the associate address. When you click on that, it will show the instance which you are running on your server, and you will have to attach that one. I will show you that. Let's suppose, okay, let's start to show that elastic IP allocation. Create the allocation one. For what purpose you are using light Windows one or Linux one, you don't need to change that platform also. Directly you can click on the allocate option. You will get the public IP and go to the action one, click on the associate address. Let's suppose I have only one server, so it is showing the only one. You can select it from here, and the private IP address, and select the private IP. For the reassociation, you can check it from here. If you check down, then you can reattach or reassociate with the another instance. Click on the associate button to associate with that instance. So I have successfully associated with that. For checking of that, click on the instance. You'll able to see that the same public IP which you have get from the elastic IP, it is showing here. Now you can log in through that. Then you will have the different one. Only you have to copy it and open it to the terminal and paste it. It is asking for the yes, so here you are able to log into the server. So thanks for watching this video for the EC2 instance. If you have any issues, if you have any concern, you can write down in that. I will tell about that and give you the suggestion for that also. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Thank you. Please subscribe if you like my videos. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.